So my topic is about oceans and how they're basically dying off. Sad. So on a personal note, I like to dive. I've been a certified scuba diver since, I don't know, 2007, and I just feel like it's pretty awesome, I think. You know, whenever I go diving, I feel like I'm like some astronaut or something, like going down into some new world, something like her. But you know, seeing all these like coral reefs, all these fish just swimming around, it's pretty interesting. It's also, sorry, can we? I'm sorry. Okay, well, for me, scuba diving, it's not just like going down into the ocean and just, you know, seeing cool fish, coral reefs. It also gives you like a different insight on life, because you really just see life in general. You see the works of how water is just changing everything, and how it's just giving life to these fish. And this little octopus, as you probably can't tell it's an octopus, but it really is. I was there. I found it first before everyone else. But you know, it's also, like I just said, it's life. I mean, it's giving life. And so I want to talk about how the oceans is Earth's life support system. And by the way, there's me swimming with sharks in the background. Yeah. Anywho, so if you want, you can put it this way: like the oceans are like every major system in your body. So it could be your respiratory system, your circulatory system, your skeletal system. It's all like that. Most of the oxygen is generated from the sea. So what we breathe pretty much comes from all the phytoplankton living in the sea that's giving off photosynthesis. It also controls the climate and weather around us. And also, it stabilizes the temperature within the surrounding areas. The water from the sea forms our clouds, and which gives us rain, and then as the rain falls back down to Earth, it gives life to the plants, to the animals. It lets things grow and prosper. The water in the oceans has also provided 90% of life in the world. So pretty much wherever you go, water has helped generate life for any living organisms. It has shaped our Earth's chemistry, how it works and functions. Basically, I concluded that oceans equals life, pretty much. Sadly, however, the oceans are fading away. Which, yeah. You see, within the past 50 years, 90% of the big fish, dolphins, whales, sharks, whatever you think is considered a big fish, they have all started disappearing. The coral reefs, half of them have just died off. And the cool little fact about them is that they cover less than 1% of the ocean's surface area, and yet they provide a home for 25% of marine species. So half of that is being died off. Like I said, all the phytoplankton is creating 48% of the oxygen that we breathe comes from the phytoplankton. They also are dying. And you know how you've seen like polar bears like struggling to find land on the ice or whatever, on like those infomercials, like going to call whatever? Well, yeah, the Arctic seas are literally just melting away as we know it, and they could all melt away within our lifetime. And when I was watching this Sylvia Earle's TED Prize talk, she mentioned a poet by the name of Alvin. He once said this: 1,000 men have lived without love. None have lived without water. No water equals no life. And when we have no water and it doesn't give any life, we get a planet like Mars. It has been, it's been proven that it's been able to sustain life. But look, where's the water? There's no life. So we've got to do something. So who are we to blame for all this? Well, I say it's us. 100%. We are the destroyers of the underwater world. And these are pretty much all the factors that we've contributed, and I'll just give you some brief examples. Malpoints, source pollution, fertilizers, pesticides, all that gets absorbed into the water and then just like just pollutes the water. Invasive species, that lionfish doesn't belong in the Caribbean where I went. It's actually belongs in the Indian Ocean. So it's killing off some of the reefs and the native species there. Overfishing of commercial fish, like salmon, cod, swordfish. And then there's the bycatch, which are dolphins, turtles, seals, whales. Aquaculture, it's like agriculture, only in water. They're producing, raising fish. And then there's the point source pollution. Perfect example of today is the oil spill in Louisiana. Coastal development and habitat destruction, all the resorts that you see on the beaches, the nice restaurants, all that. That's also destroying the habitat around them. And when fishing, the net is being dragged across along the bottom of the ocean, which is like bulldozing all the coral reefs, everything along its path. So, what are we supposed to do? Well, actually I shouldn't have said that. The good news is there is hope. Since 1972, there have been over 4,000 safeguarded areas protecting our oceans. And within the last 3 years, the U.S. has protected over 300,000 miles of ocean. The sad part is, it's only the amount of the percentage of protected area has gone from 0.6% to 0.8% of protected oceans. So less than 1% of the entire world's ocean is not protected. So as one of my final comments, I would like to read Sylvia Earle's wish from her TED Prize talk. I wish you would use all means at your disposal, film, expedition, the web, and more, to ignite public support for a global network of marine protected areas, poop spots, large enough to save and restore the ocean. It's the blue heart of the planet. This is our last stand. It's either now or never. I know her wish is big and it's challenging, but you know, it can be done, and it will make a huge difference if we act on it. And I will guarantee you, if we act now, it will not only ensure our survival, but it will also ensure the survival of the world. Thank you.